Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, bringing you the pre-match pump-up for today's massive Premier League game, Tottenham versus Wolves, where I'll be getting you the fans' opinion on today's game, taking you through the starting lineup, and taking you all the way through to the watch-along with Ben and Sim, where they'll be taking you all the way through to the post-match show as well. Make sure you do smash a like on the stream. Make sure you smash and subscribe on the channel. If you want to come on and share your thoughts, the link is in the community section for all you members, all you lovely members out there. Also, why not share your thoughts on today's game, on the protest yesterday in the super chat, and show the boys the love and support they deserve. Look, I'll just give you a quick rundown of a few things. Of course, the kickoff is at 2:05 p.m. today. We are at home, of course, and you can watch the game with the boys on the watch-along. Martin Atkinson is the referee in the middle. He averages about 2.4 cards a game. A bit of team news. Ben Davies is out for Tottenham again. Joe Rodon, it's actually reported that he hasn't travelled with the squad whatsoever, so it'll either be Dyer or Sanchez in beside Toby Alderweireld. With Wolves, they are missing Jimenez with a fractured skull. They are missing Johnny with a knee injury and Neto as well. So that's probably good for Tottenham. They have a few injuries. Just a couple of stats to run through here as well, actually. So Kane actually hasn't scored since Ryan Mason came in. But on the other hand, Son has. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist since Mason took over. 87 of Wolves' 133 Premier League goals since the return to the top flight have actually been scored in the second half of the games. That's a staggering 65.4% of their goals in the second half. And if you remember on my pre-match show last night, anyone that was tuning in, I was saying to you, I was going to explain to you today why we have to have the game over but by around 60 minutes, or at least be 2-0 up. And that's because of that. Wolves are a second half team. They sit in tight. They keep it tight till half-time, make sure they stay in the game, and then come out in the second half and usually rely on their quality and get at teams. And, of course, Nuno is looking to make Premier League history today as well, being the first manager to win 3 away games at Tottenham in his first 3 away games. So he's looking to make history on that today as well. So, yeah, there you have it. Why not bring on Brian Daigle? Let's bring on Brian Daigle and see what this guy has to say.
Good,
Brian, my man, how are you keeping? Welcome to the pre-match pump-up again. How are you?
I'm good. That last stat you just said about the first manager to win 3 away games at Tottenham in his first 3 games, that's just typical.
Yeah, no, look, it's just an out stat I stumbled upon last night. Hopefully it doesn't happen. It'd be unbearable if it does. But to be fair to Wolves and Nuno, they actually do have a decent enough record against us. I think they've won 3 out of the 6 games. So, yep. It's 50-50.
Most definitely. I mean, I remember the game at Wembley where we were flying around Christmas time. Harry Kane scored a wonder goal.
Yeah.
And then we just capitulated, funnily enough, in the second half, as you were just saying with your stats. And then that game last season at the Lane, or the New Lane, whatever you want to call it. where again we were 2-1 up at half time. Second half, done a number on us.
Do you want another stat to make you feel better, Brian?
Why not? Let's go for the trilogy.
Why not? I'll give you the trilogy, my man. Since Wolves returned to the Premier League, only United have picked up more points from losing positions.
Yep, very good.
So we need to stay switched on if we're ahead today, because Wolves do have the grit and the determination to come back at us as well. But look, Brian, what do you make of Ryan Mason's press conference, kind of praising Joe Rodon, and now all of a sudden he doesn't travel with the squad? What do you think is going on there?
So I think you'll remember very clearly, and people that are watching, that watch your great show. I was on your show last night, and I went mad when the comments came in, and people were thinking I was going mad at the people leaving the comments. I wasn't going mad at them. I was going mad at what they had written, because how Ryan Mason could do that and then match day don't know where to be seen. It's a disgrace. He is our best centre back at the club at the moment, on form.
Yeah.
Toby obviously experienced everything, but he is the most ready to go, accomplished player to go. And how Eric Dyer will get in the squad after his dismal performance against Leeds, how any normal, rational manager, although the manager's not picking the squad, we've discussed this, it's a certain person up above, you'd think you'd say, right, you're playing shit, Rodon, you're coming in. But no, we're just a mess, mate. Like I said, I do not believe there's only one man who I believe speaks sense when he's at the football club right now, and that's the guy that reads the team sheet out at home games, because he sees 11 players out there. Every other person, every other line that comes out of the club, but bullshit.
100%. We do actually have a super chat from Jack Kanicki, Brian. Big up Jack Kanicki, by the way. He did have his shot in the arm for that COVID. So big up, Jack. I hope you're feeling good, my man. He says, brilliant stats, David. Lovely new hair, Mr. Daigle. Hashtag Harris Army. Hashtag Enoch. Love how you informed you're looking with these stats, David. 100%. Big up, Jack. I really do appreciate the super chat, and I'm glad people are enjoying the stats. Look, why not follow Jack's example? Like I said, show the boys all the love that they deserve. They were down there in the elements yesterday, and the piss and rain and everything else, to represent the worldwide fan base of Tottenham Hotspur. So why not get in a couple of super chats, and say thank you for your efforts. I do actually want to talk to Brian a bit about yesterday. But Brian, another thing as well is it's mad that what you were saying there about Rodon, because it just really does go to highlight how shambolic we have been a centre-back this year. That a guy we picked up from the Championship seems like our most competent and our best defender.
Correct. Do you know what? There's no doubt Rodon's made a couple of mistakes. But the thing is, he's a young kid, and he's going to learn from it. And you've seen in the games that he has come in the last games before he got taken out, that he was learning from them. And like I said this the last time, when he got to about his fourth game, if you look at our season, every one of our defenders that have had a great run out, they've played 4 games, and then they disappear into the abyss for no reason whatsoever. And someone else comes in. We had Sanchez, who had 4 games next to Toby, looked really good. Out he goes for no reason. Then it's happened to Toby. It's happened, but yet we still have Japhet Tanganga, who is a centre back, not a goddamn right back, and we don't play him there. Yeah,
I don't understand that. For me, I've said this plenty of times. I think the kid is exactly like Ledley King, even down to his injury problems. You know what I mean? I think the guy has a super career at Tottenham. He even made his debut against Liverpool, just like the great Ledley did.
Exactly.
But it's absolutely indicative of what's going on right now. When Rodon, it was coming in from the Championship, as our best defender. But look, Brian, come here. One more, actually, just quickly. Anyone that thinks we're not regressing or declining as a team, another stat: we've been beaten 5 times this season by two or more goals, and that is goes back to 2014, 2015, when that last happened, where we've been beaten by 2 or more goals in five matches. And we still have 3 games to go to break that record, even though it's not a record we want to break. We still have 3 games to go to break that record. And it just shows how much we are really declining when you're going back and on your worst stats and equaling them back to times when maybe we weren't as good. But look, Brian, I want to know your thoughts on yesterday's protest, my man. Give it to me. What's your thoughts?
Right, I'm gonna try and keep my language down to a minimum because it's only 7:39 here in the morning. I'm just gone midday at yours. I personally
I still haven't got my glass of OJ, lad, so I can't comprehend any swear words right now.
So I want to thank Ben and Simeon and We Are Tottenham TV. I want to thank Danny Kiriakou. I want to thank Bob Spur. God bless Bob Spur and Holly, who trekked all the way from both Nottingham and Southampton to get there. I want to thank Tommy. I want to thank Stelios from Tottenham Away. I want to thank every single YouTuber that got down there. And I want to thank every one of the 100 of the however many were there for going down there. They have made their voices heard. I am absolutely furious with the turnout. I've been on all of our family groups and social media, made my voices heard. This was the chance. Beforehand, when Ben went down on the first one, there weren't a lot of people there, or not as many as we first thought. And fair play, that was like 2 days within 48 hours on a Wednesday. Everyone had work. It weren't as easy. Ben had the privilege of being able to get down there. He was in a position to get down there and make his voice heard, as well as the others. Brilliant. Then you saw the Filth do their huge one against Everton. And I was like, do you know what? They did that very, very quickly, but they had a little bit longer than us, a couple of days longer than us. And also Arsenal Fan TV were spouting it. And with 1 million subscribers, you know it's going to hit a lot more people because they have the audience. I was annoyed that we weren't doing a protest till yesterday, which was the Villa game. But then I looked at it and I thought, you know what? This gives everyone 3 weeks' time, or 2 weeks, however long it was, to know that this was coming, to know that if they didn't have further commitments like stuff with their families or work, I understand that. But I thought this would give them enough time to get down there, and especially as well, back home, thankfully, we're coming out of the pandemic a lot quicker than other people. I would have thought, you know what, I've got a chance to go out and socialise. I've got a chance to go out and make my voice heard. I've got a chance to influence something. And I thought with all that time, there would be thousands, not hundreds, or even a couple of thousand. And the turnout was just shambolic. But the guys that went there, all of you, you're heroes to me. You're absolute goddamn heroes. I mean, I've said it to you privately, David, in our groups. I was due to come home September the 17th to October the 8th. And the most important thing in my life is seeing my 5 nephews and niece, my 4 nephews, my 1 niece, who I haven't seen for over a year due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I was going to come back as soon as I could to get there. And then Levy announced the NFL dates, the 10th and the 17th of October. I'm now scrapped getting over there as early as possible to be able to see my nephews and my niece, and changing my dates so I'm there for both protests. Yeah. Because I can't give it all the mouth that I've been given, and then when I have the opportunity to be there, be there. So I'm delaying seeing my nephews and my niece and my parents just so I can get there for a protest, and that's what it means to me. Yeah. And I would have thought a lot more people back home when they had this opportunity would have taken it, especially from the comments we were seeing, and they didn't. So what could be said?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've actually had time to think, to sleep on it, Brian. I'm actually starting to think a little bit differently about it today. First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that did turn out yesterday. Not only are you representing Tottenham, but you're also representing the worldwide fans. The reason why I'm very, look, the Levy, about Levy dying chance, unacceptable. Should never have happened. Right? Should never have happened. Let's get that clear first and foremost. But I'm very hesitant to criticise the people that actually did turn up. Okay, look, I know it kind of turned it into a bit of a gathering, a bit of party, but that's more due to a lack of leadership than on the guys themselves. At least they braved the elements to get down there. But another thing is, at least now we know we have about 500 foot soldiers ready to go, ready to march, ready to protest. So we can build upon that. If we can organise like a march from the Seven Sisters right up to outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, coordinated march, you know, with someone on a big megaphone, coordinating the songs and everything else, you know, I think I'm actually now starting to think it's a good start. I do want to say to anybody that was down there singing Levy out, if you do want to put things right, get back down there to the next protest and do it right. That's what I urge them to do. You know, I want to say a massive thank you to Ben and Sim as well for getting down there again, representing everybody. Absolute legends, you know. And in a way, I feel a bit sorry for them because, you know, everyone's wanted this. Everyone's been pushing for it. Everyone's been telling them, I want it, I want it, we want it, we want it. And then that happens yesterday. You know, it's a bit upsetting. But look, it's a start. We've 500 foot soldiers ready to go. And we do have a super chat here from Tin Man 007. Big yourself up, Tin Man. You're an absolute legend. He says, I was there yesterday and it was a shambles. Just an excuse for a sing-along. We have the most undemanding fans in history. One cup in 20 years. I agree. I fully agree, Tim Man. I fully agree with the second comment. Might get myself in a bit of trouble or not. But being honest, I think our fan base enjoys losing. You know, I really do. I really do. But Brian, what do you think? Do you think it's a good start? And now we know we have the foot soldiers. We just need to organise it better.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's a good start. It's a good start. There are people that we can see that aren't just saying it for the sake of saying it. They want to force change. But 500 is a good start. But like I said, Sky Sports left early. People were it's like 1,000 would have been better. 1,500 would have been great.
I want to shout out Wayne Bonner. Apparently Wayne Bonner was telling me that there was people there singing happy birthday. He couldn't believe it. He was like, happy birthday at a protest. Are you mad? You know what I mean? And even apparently the police were laughing at us. You know, even they didn't take it seriously. They were just laughing and joking and then went down to Greg's for a sausage roll. And you know what I mean? So, look, it just needs to be, we just need a leader the next time. What we needed there yesterday was someone to lead the troops, lead it from the front. But honestly, I do want to say I want to say a massive big up to anyone that went down there because I've seen people saying, "Oh, it's raining. You know, I don't think I'm going to go." Who cares about a bit of rain? You know, you get wet in the bathtub, or you get wet in the shower. Who cares about a bit of rain? You know what I mean? Honestly, it's like it really annoys me. We have another super chat from Wolf Mauler. He says, "Big up me lads, Brian and David. Big yourself up, Wolf. Nice to see you, my man. How are you keeping? And I hope you're keeping well. And big up for the super chat. Everybody else, follow suit like these boys. Keep getting in the super chats. You know we love you, the We Are Tottenham TV Army and the Harris Army, especially when you come together. You make great shows. Make sure you have smashed a like on the stream and a subscribe on the channel. Jack Kanicki, I'm looking at you. I want you to get in the background and come on. I know you're awake now, so you have to come on. But Brian, look, anything else you want to say, my man, before I let you go? Because I know you have a show to go off and do, and we do have a few people in the background.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the police as well. People going on and saying that there was only 5 police there. This is how bad we are at protesting. This is Tottenham Hotspur. This is Tottenham High Road. There's normally more than 5 people on a day-to-day basis. Forget Tottenham playing or a protest. This is Tottenham High Road. And for a protest at Tottenham, they're like, oh, let's only bring out 5. They're already on the beat doing Tottenham. It's a shambles. Listen, it's a start. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be better.
Right. Just quickly, what do you think about the fans singing "O Musa Sissoko" and Dele Alli, even though they've done nothing but crap on this band this season? What do you make of it, man?
So, first of all, I mean, I've got to say, which you mentioned as well, everyone knows here, funny enough, David Levy is not high on my Hanukkah gift list or my number one hero or whatever, but on no circumstances would I ever wish him dead. Out of my club and as far away from my club as possible, yes. Dead? Hell no. So that is just ridiculous, and I do not condone that whatsoever. The very fact that they were thinking apparently about Soldado as well, and Levy flopped. Musa Sissoko, who everyone is berating this season, pathetic. Dele Alli, they should have been singing "He's Got a Spider on His Head," not his song. I hope he's not playing today because he did 3 good things in the Leeds game. and that was it. Then went missing. So we just have to hope that we have a good performance. There's not all doom and gloom. And I'll let you get with the rest of your show, guys. Always love David. Always love Ben and Sim. Like, share, and subscribe. But like I said, I'll leave how I'm leaving every single YouTube feed at the moment with my trademark song. No, 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 no. We want Enoch out. Enoch out. We want Enoch out. Come on, guys. Have a great show,
Come on,
David.
Brian.
I will chat with you later.
Absolutely love it, Brian. Thank you so much for bringing the party vibe at the end, man. Of course, you put a smile on my face. And I'll see you later, my man.
Later, brother.
Oh, no. Okay, he's gone. He's gone. Let's bring on the next man. Let's waste no time. We do have people queuing up in the background. Let's bring him on himself. It's Cody Mack. Cody Mack. Cody Mack. How are you, Cody? How are you keeping, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right, David. How you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm all good. Look, man, I'm pumped. I'm smiling. What more do you want, man? I'm reinvigorated today. I don't know why, but it's a Sunday. It's a holy day. I'm reinvigorated.
Well, I mean, here we are again, right? Like, win today,
like
and we're level up points with West Ham. We're in a Europa League spot. There's still reason to actually watch football. But I mean, at this point, I think everybody can admit that we're all kind of looking forward to the end of the season.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I was like that. I was like that after Leeds. I was really down. But you know what? I woke up this morning, Cody, and I know I'm a sucker, but I don't want the pain to end. I want it to keep going. I've realised this morning we've only 3 games left, and you know, it's painful. I've nothing to look forward to in the summer. I'm probably going to watch England get to the finals, which I don't want. I'm Irish, you know what I mean, in the Euros. So I've nothing to look forward to. So, you know, in a way, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to enjoy the last 3 games, especially with all you, like I call you the Spurs family, with every single one of you, because, you know, it's going to be a long summer without Premier League football. So I'm just going to enjoy the last 3 games. I encourage everybody else to do the same. I know things are tough. I know times are hard. I know things aren't going the way we want. But look, there's worse things happening in life. You know what I mean? Let's just get behind the team for the next 3 games and enjoy each other's company and everything each other has to say. Cody, are you confident going into today's game, lad?
Confident might not be the word, but I mean, Wolves have been pretty bad this year. You know, we know that they've had some serious injuries. They know they're dealing with some injuries even coming into today. But when you look at some of the statistics, you know, they're 16th in goals scored with only 35 goals scored all year and only 17 from open play, which only Sheffield United has less goals from open play. But they are sneaky on the set pieces. They've scored 10 of their 35 goals have been on set pieces, and that's joint 6th in the league. And we all know how we've struggled defending set pieces this season in particular. So, yeah, I mean, yet again, we find ourselves in a position to take advantage of the results around us. Yet again, we're coming up against an opponent that we should be handling things fairly easily. Yet again, it's a difficult day to actually remain confident. You know, it's hard not to fear the worst at this point as a Spurs fan, you know. But like you said, you know, even though things have been getting worse every day for probably 10 weeks now, I'm still ready for the game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm like an addict, you know, like somebody's going to have to stage an intervention with us. They're going to have to say, you know, like, David, this isn't good for your health. You got to stop supporting Spurs just for like a couple of weeks. But yeah.
Even then, I'd rather die, Corey. I'd rather die watching the team I love than not support them, honestly. I really would. As much as annoyed as I am, and as much as I do spout my mouth off, you know what I mean? I do really, really love this club. I adore it. And to be honest with you, like you said, I'm like a drug addict, man. Inject Tottenham Hotspur into my veins because I cannot get enough.
Yeah, and you know what? As bad as things get, we know that things can change so quickly in football. I mean, just look where we were 2 years ago, almost to the day. 2 years ago last weekend, we were on our way to the Champions League final, and you know, you have to hope that when things can change so negatively in a 2-year span, that they also can change positively. So, yeah, it's a big summer for us. We all know that, but you know, we don't have to get into all of that. We're here to talk about Wolves, and the reality is, it's 3 points that we should be taking. And yet again, we find ourselves in control of our own destiny. You know, Europa is there for the taking. We've got West Ham on goal difference. They're not going to close the gap in 2 games. We control our own destiny here. So it's going to be a big game.
Do you know what? Controlling our own destiny worries me, though, Cody. How many times have we heard that this season? You know, especially me. I've been the most positive Spurs fan out there, I think. I think I've lasted longer on the positive train than anybody. I looked around and I was on it on my own, and I stepped off. But honestly, how many times have we heard that? It's in our own destiny, man.
Yeah. But you have to grasp onto the little shred, the shred of belief. You know, you got to just grab the little tiny string and keep pulling, and you know, maybe there won't be anything at the end of it for us. But like you said, it'll be a long summer, and you know that regardless of where we finish and what happens, we'll all be missing Tottenham soon enough. So let's get it going. Let's. You know what I want to see today? I want to see Harry Kane break out of, you know, what this mini slumps. You know, he hasn't put one in the back of the net since Ryan Mason took over. And for Harry Kane, 3 games is a slump, which just goes to show what kind of world-class player he is. But, you know, he's sitting there level with Mo Salah for the Golden Boot. I mean, if we could get Europa and get Harry Kane the Golden Boot and the Player of the Year at this point, that would be something. That would be some kind of salvage, you know, from a season where we haven't really found much joy at all. You know, it's been one disappointment after the other. Yeah. Yeah, let's just hope that they do us right today for once. please, I beg you.
Cody, do you think it's more of one eye on the Euros, or do you think he's genuinely just checked out with Tottenham? Because for me, I'm torn on this, but the Harry Kane I know, he doesn't check out at Tottenham. You know, he's not that sort of guy. Do you think it's a case of not 100% fit, but doesn't want to, you know, screw his ankles up before the Euros?
Yeah, I think it's probably a combination of all the things that you're talking about. You know, he doesn't seem to have been able to move dynamically since that injury, you know, before the cup final. And yeah, just, you know what, it was like we talked about last week on my show, you know, like teams have kind of figured out how to stop that Kane and Son deadly partnership. And Kane, whereas, you know, at the beginning of the season, he was dropping kind of in just around the halfway line to be, you know, picking up the ball and making those through passes to Son. Now we're seeing him have to drop deeper and deeper just to get a touch, you know. So I really hope the midfield steps up today, because I really think that that's a big part of our problem, you know, the lack of quality that the midfield has been showing. I don't know if Lo Celso is going to get another start. I personally would be starting in Ndombele, but I really don't know what's going on with the personnel decisions right now. It's really hard to kind of interpret, you know, with Dele Alli drawing into the starting 11, Lucas Moura kind of being outcast. Joe Rodon, like, is Joe Rodon dead? Did he go on a date with Ryan Mason's missus or something? Like, I just want decisions that make sense for Tottenham to be put in position to win football matches. You know, like that's all I'm asking for. So it's not a popularity contest. We're not a shop window.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. But Cody, with the team selections and what I'm seeing is so our fullbacks are bombing on. The lad that usually plays beside Højbjerg, which is Lo Celso, bombs on. Right? Bale stays up top. Dele Alli stays up top. Son stays up top, and Kane stays up top. The reason why we got exposed against Leeds is because they just came down either side, and we were leaving Alderweireld, Højbjerg, and Eric Dyer to deal with it. They're not quick, so you come down the sides of them. It's easy. You come down the side, put the ball in the box, you're going to score, and that's what we've seen against Leeds time and time again. Ryan Mason has gone the complete opposite, and he's overloading going forward now.
Yeah, I've said it before. I really do think, like, speed, team speed is a huge issue in this squad. You know, like we don't have very many players who possess like true elite speed. So when we can't move quickly as a unit, it makes it very difficult for us to defend and transition, which is part of what played into us playing that negative kind of sit back counter football with Jose. You know, we just don't have the team speed especially in the back four, to deal with counterattacks. And you saw that, whenever when we try and play attacking football against sides that are good on the counter like Leeds, you just see these massive gaps in between our lines, in between the back four and the midfield and the front, and it just so much space for teams to operate. And if we turn the ball over in the midfield, which is happening quite a bit, all it takes is one pass. Look at the way Newcastle ripped us apart, like John Joe Shelby looking like Luka Modric out there. So
all John Joe Shelby is a bald Tom Huddleston. That's all he is.
Well, he certainly took us to school in the 2-2 draw earlier in April. So, but it's just I really don't know what shape this team would best benefit from. I don't know what style of play. Like we're kind of rudderless right now. We're like a rudderless ship, just kind of floating around, and it's pretty frustrating. And the thing is too, like you look at Wolves, where Wolves are in the table, and you look at their statistics and whatnot. Wolves are well coached, right? So Nuno's going to have a game plan, and we've seen that. Look at last week. You wouldn't say that Leeds have a better quality squad than us, but they certainly look much, much more organized. So if we are going to go into a game against even a lesser opponent like Wolves, and their game plan is going to be more effective than ours, we're going to be at risk again. So I just want to see. It's hard because like what can you expect? What can you ask of like Ryan Mason? Like what is a Ryan Mason right now? So I'm not saying that he shouldn't be held accountable for the decisions that he makes. He shouldn't be held accountable for the strategies and the tactics that we use. But it's like, man, I just don't know what we are. I don't know what we are anymore, Hello? Am I still alive? David? Oh, this is a little bit awkward, isn't it? Am I out? Well, if I'm live, I guess I'll take the opportunity to plug my own show over on THFC Rants. I have my own segment called Morning THFC. It's Wednesday at 11 a.m. GMT. My first guest was David last week. It was a great show. We talked one-on-one for 90 minutes. My next guest will be none other than Brian Daigle. So it'll be an interesting show for sure. Brian has done a good job at kind of holding back on some of the opinions that he's had on especially yesterday's protest, but I'm sure that we'll be delving into not only today's result, but what's gone on with the protest and what it means going forward. So, yeah, I mean, I know that everyone is kind of down right now, and like my thoughts on yesterday's protest is, yeah, it's okay to be disappointed with the turnout, but it's not okay to like give up the cause. We have to use it as a building block. The reality is there's a lot of good that happened yesterday. I saw a few content creators that made it onto Sky Sports. Maybe Sky Sports might have left the protest early. It may not have been like the biggest protest in the history of footballing protests, but I saw Stelios on Sky Sports. I saw Holly on Sky Sports. So there are positives to be taken. And certainly I hope that the event that the Supporters Trust is going to put on for Aston Villa is going to be a little bit bigger. Like the Supporters Trust represents, 27,000 fans, most of whom you would expect are in and around the London area. So you have to hope that they show up in stronger numbers. It's not something that's going to happen like overnight. You don't just remove a billionaire owner with one protest. So anyone who is kind of putting all their eggs in yesterday's basket, you can't let any kind of disappointment in what happened stem the tide. We have to use it as a building block. But I was saying it all leading up to the protest. You can't protest and just be comparing yourselves to the likes of like Arsenal and United and whatnot it's not about the biggest protest. It's about continuing the outrage and the message. Hello, Sim. Are we live? I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. I'm not sure about the feed because I'm just looking at the back end. I can hear you.
Yes, guys, we're back. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. But look, we do have a couple of super chats to get you. We have Brian Matthews. He said, "Wonder if Levy watched Leicester's owner celebrating with the players yesterday. That's how an owner should treat his club." Lovely to watch. He's envious, 100%. 100% we are. And we have a couple more to get to. Sorry about that, Cody. Thanks for being professional and stepping up and not panicking.
Yeah, no worries. I don't know how long I was talking to myself, but at some point I was waiting for you to respond. You were just kind of giving me the
I don't know. I really don't know what happened. And then we have a super chat from Wayne Bonner as well. As he said, "Howdy, fellas. Here we are again. Frustrating. Doesn't cover it, Cody. We need to turn up and play like the badge actually means something." 100%. I couldn't agree more. Then we have another super chat here from Wayne Bonner as well. Let me just get it up here now, guys. He says, "I can't hear him." Can everybody hear me now?
I'm not sure if Wayne was referring to when Sim came on.
Okay. And then we have a super chat from Craig Silver. He says, "What a cameo by Cody. Surely he's earned a slot on the schedule. Loved all your points, Cody." Yeah, no, look, of course, Cody. Cody earns a slot on any show he's on. Isn't that right, Cody Mac?
Yeah, you can. I'll send my my email address for the e-transfer for my paycheck there.
Sorry, Cody, I have to interrupt you, man. We have breaking news. We have to start and line up out, which is Hugo Lloris in goals, Jaffa Tanganga at right back, Alderweireld and Moon Boots at centre back, Reguilon at left back, the Viking in midfield along with Lo Celso, Dele Alli in the centre attacking midfielder, with Bale and Son out left and right, with Kane up top. And then we have the bench as well. It's Hart, Doherty, Sanchez, Winks, Sissoko, Ndombele, Lamela, Reguilon, and Lucas. Cody, I'll just ask you quickly. Tanganga involved. Are you surprised, my man?
No, not really. I thought Aurier was an absolute disaster last week, and so at least one of the problems seems to have been addressed. I really can't understand Dyer being brought in again over Joe Rodon. Who knows what the hell is going on there? Like we were talking about, whether it's he said something disrespectful or what's going on. It's such an enigma because like I'm not going to say he's been our best defender, but he's certainly earned a run in some of these games, especially when like how do you justify bringing Dele Alli into that number 10 role against Sheffield, but not giving Joe Rodon an opportunity? Especially like I can understand like coming off the cup game, giving Dyer a second chance, but he was atrocious last week, absolutely atrocious. So it's I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to digest lineups right now. It's hard to know what the motivations are behind team selection. You know, whether or not players are being given second chances to rehabilitate their careers, or third chances in some cases, or if some players are being put in the shop window. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's it's all we can do is speculate, right?
Yeah, 100%. And lads, Wayne Bonner went another super chat just saying he couldn't hear Sim when he first came on. Look, big up everybody. You know, we deal with adversity here better at We Are Tottenham TV than the Tottenham Hotspur squad does. So big ourselves up. A nice pat on the back there today for us. But look, everyone else, keep getting in your super chats, guys. They're absolutely flying in. Keep it up. Like I said, it really does show great support to the boys, you know, and just shows them how much we love them. We Are Tottenham TV and the Harris Army. It's mutual. We love you too. But Cody, look, before I do let you go, we are going to get on Simon Cohen next. And Jack Kanicki, I know you're in the background. If you want to log back in, my man, I will squeeze you in before we sign off. But Cody, can I get a score prediction? And I want your biggest Enoch out.
I'll say 2-0 to Spurs. I can't justify that opinion really, but I'll say 2-0 to Spurs. You know, like Wolves, they just without Neto, without Raul Jimenez, they really don't really offer too much going forward. I don't know what kind of style of game that we're going to see. We're going. It looks like that 4-2-3-1 again, but yeah, I'll hope for the best that we put ourselves in the driver's seat. That we'll be ending the day sitting sixth joint with wet spam there, and we can have a little sliver of hope that we can get into Europa. And hopefully Harry Kane is the goal scorer in both cases. But yeah, come on, you Spurs! Enoch out, Levy out. Let's go.
Big up, Cody. Absolute great guest. Thank you so much, my man. I'll speak to you again later.
Take care.
Big yourself up. Cody, lads, he's becoming a firm favourite on We Are Tottenham TV. What a man, what a legend. Look, we will waste no further time. We will get on the next guest. We'll bring on Simon Cohen for everybody. We still have Cody, man. Cody, still here, Cody. So we'll keep going. Oh no, we have Simon Cohen in the building now. Big up, Simon. Big up, Simon. How are you going?
Very good, Dave. Very good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good. Look, suckered into being pumped up again before a game. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But come here, on team selection, Simon. Tanganga at right back, first of all. But then I'm surprised that he picked Gareth Bale at right mid or on right wing. I'll tell you why. Because against Leeds, he didn't get back and help Aurier. And Aurier was exposed. They were doubled up on him all the time. You know, the winger got the ball, the full-back overlapped, and they just got in behind him every single time. Yeah. And, you know, in a way, it's kind of like the same thing that happened against Arsenal to Matt Doherty, you know, where he was just being exposed. It was 2-on-1 the whole time. And with Traore coming down that side, I really thought he would have put Lucas out there to help back. Because Traore, he's hitting form of late. He's 4 goal contributions in his last 6 games. Are you surprised that he started Gareth Bale?
I am indeed. He needs to work today, Gareth Bale, because like you said, with Traore coming down that wing, he's like an express train, and you want somebody to keep up with him. And Gareth Bale's not the man to keep up with him, is he?
No, he's not. He's not. He doesn't get back. Are you surprised that Tanganga was given the nod at right back?
No, not really. The reason being Tanganga's playing at right back. As Sergio Aurier, what I've been reading, and he's on his way. He's been agreed for him to go back to PSG. That's all done and dusted as far as I know. He's on his way back to PSG, Sergio Aurier. That's why he's not even on the bench today. We talk about him going back. As far as I know, it's done. He's on his way back to France, Aurier. So hence that's why Tanganga's playing at right back, which I agree with.
That's disappointing. I wanted to see Bobo run around with a clown nose and a wig on him after last week. He deserved it. But Simon, I want to say a big thank you to you. Actually, you made my weekend last weekend. You were brilliant on the pre-match pump up and brilliant on the post-match show.
I know. I'm getting a lot better now. Experience can't be experienced, Dave.
No, you're like the great David Ginola, Simon. You know, the more you play, the better you get.
Yeah, and I scored with quite a few birds in my time, and but I don't want to say it too loud in case my missus here. She's in the kitchen.
Yeah, you'd be putting on washing up duty now if you keep that up, Simon. But look, Mason in his press conference, he was actually asked about Enoch, right? And he said, "Yeah, no, look, obviously, in a way, he's never going to come out to his employers and criticise them on that. But he did say that Levy has done a good job. But does that just show the loser mentality from top to bottom at this club, and that's why we don't ever win it?
That's right. That's right. It's rubbing off on Mason now, isn't it? Another loser mentality in the what's name in the background. Another one.
Yeah.
Another one. It really is another loser mentality. Another one. It just rubs off all the way through from top to bottom. Loser mentality, and it's just I don't know. I really don't.
Did you see much of the protest yesterday?
I saw a little bit of it. I must have. At least some people did turn up, but listen, it's mainly like a night out in Magaluf, really, wasn't it? What with the drinking and the singing. I thought I was out in Magaluf for 5 minutes, watching that. I thought all right, fair play for the people that turned up, especially like the boys, Ben and Sim, Bob, Stelios, Holly. People did turn up, which is very good. Unfortunately, I couldn't turn up because, as you can see, I've got a balloon behind me. It's my wife's birthday weekend, so I'm just about recovering from that. But fair play to the people that did turn up, yesterday. But some of the songs they were singing, it wasn't like Enoch out, was it? It was like singing Sissoko. I don't know, saying stupid things about Daniel Levy, which was pathetic.
Yeah.
It needs to. We'll have to wait and see if anything kicks off today, and just hopefully it gets better. But I think you need somebody to get all these people together, round them all up in the next protest, and march them down, the high street or high road or whatever, and get them to start, saying Enoch out, not singing players' names and all, singing players' names all the time. It's just one big night out in Magaluf or whatever.
You said it was your missus' birthday last night and you're recovering from it today. Did she give you a good workout?
There might be a lot of people watching. I'm not saying nothing.
But come here.
No, it was good. It was good. We had the grandkids around and everything. It was a good family get together, which was nice, especially the way things have been over the last year or so. We haven't really seen anybody as such, but it was good.
Yeah.
But I must admit, my mind was also thinking about, what was going on at Tottenham yesterday. Like I said, I did watch a little bit of it, but like I said, it's more of a sing-song in Magaluf or something, really, wasn't it? With all the beers and everything. It wasn't like a protest like you saw, Man United, Arsenal, and Liverpool. I was expecting something like that, so I was disappointed, but
you could have saved yourself money, Simon. You could have brought her down to the protest and pretended that was her birthday.
Yeah. I wouldn't have got my dinner that night if I did that. I would have to cook my own meal.
Come here. Wayne Bonner with the super chat. He says Simon yesterday basically turned into a piss up. 100% when it did.
It was a piss up. It's one big piss up. It was like a Saturday night in town or in Magaluf or here up in London. It was just one big piss up, one big knees up. And I thought I just turned it off after about 5-10 minutes. I thought, this is just going to keep going on and on and on. Nothing's going to change. I was hoping for a lot more. Okay, there was a few hundred people down there, but hopefully more will start coming down and it start getting a little bit, Enoch out, not singing bloody songs about players all the time. Yeah.
And come here, the WeAreTottenhamTV lads were saying that, the NFL games is one where we really need to hit them. And I agree with them. And the reason why is because if we hit them at the NFL games in front of their sugar daddies, right? Even better, if we stop the games from going ahead, that would be perfect. It's the best form of what you would call peaceful protest.
Yeah.
But with the most reaction, you get them games called off, right? Enoch will have to get rid of Levy because they think that's going to appease the fans. And because they've been made a show of in front of their sugar daddies and the NFL games, and it's affecting the money, right? So they will get rid of Levy. And then once they do that, we've broken them. And then after that, once we've got rid of half of the enemy, you can go and take Enoch then. I think they are the games we need to target, and we need to target in a massive way.
Oh, the NFL.
Get down there, a coordinated march, and get it sorted.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Simon?
Yeah, NFL games, hit him hard. That would certainly hit him hard. Levy wouldn't be a happy boy about that, would he? If that come to a halt. The NFL games.
He wouldn't. No. He'd end up fainting all the dollars he'd be losing.
Yeah. Think about all the dollars and all the backhanders and everything else he'd be getting. No. That would be a right knife in the back that would be for Levy, wouldn't it? That comes to a stop the NFL. But yeah, I think that could be the best thing to do is try to stop the NFL going ahead, and that will really start kicking home with Levy. You know that the fans, you know, have had enough of all this.
Yeah, and just quickly to run through the lineup again for everybody. Hugo Lloris, the captain, he's in goals. Tanganga at right back. Alderweireld and Moon Boots at centre back, with Reguilon at left back. We have the Viking and Giovanni Lo Celso in the middle, with Dele, Bale, and Son forming the three, with Kane up top. But Simon, again, no Lucas, no Ndombele. What is going on and why?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know why Ndombele can't. You know, listen, we've got another week to the end of the season. Ndombele's not going to be playing now, is he? He's not playing today. He probably won't play against Villa, and he won't play against Leicester. So that's him done for the season. And it looks like the same with Lucas Moura. Looks like Dele Alli's playing, isn't he? You were saying?
Dele Alli's playing. Yeah, Dele Marley.
Yeah. Well, Dele Alli's
he walk around singing Three Little Birds.
That's right. Dele Alli's going to see the season out, and Ndombele you won't see. You won't see more for the rest of the season. Obviously, Bergwijn's gone. Bergwijn's been lost in the Bermuda Triangle with Joe Roden. So, what we see today with the lineup is probably going to be the lineup now for in the week against Villa and the Leicester away game. That's going to be it now. That's going to be our lineup next few games. What we see today is going to be it to the end of the season, I think. But Ndombele and Lucas Moura, I don't get it. I really don't, because we need more if he's running around today. And we could have done with Ndombele instead of Lo Celso in midfield, just to, get the ball forward a bit for Son and Kane to run onto, playing on Ndombele.
Lo Celso was playing rugby last weekend, Simon. He ran the ball out of touch. I was expecting us to line up and get a throw in. You know what I mean? Right. So I was expecting Harry Winks to pick Harry Kane up on his shoulders to catch the ball. How was Lo Celso back in there today? He was abysmal against Leeds.
Oh, he was terrible. I just don't get it. I just don't get up. I don't no idea what Mason's thinking about at the moment. These lineups he's playing at the moment since the cup final when we lost against Man City. Bring it on. But like I said, with more and Ndombele, your guess is as good as mine. There's probably something, especially with Ndombele. I don't get that. I really don't. What's going on? I know he's been fasting, but who hasn't? But I don't know why he's not getting the game. There's more to it than meets the eye with him, especially more than more.
I hope Ndombele has been fasting because he needs it. If anyone needs the games, it's him. He's not fit. He's not fit. Record signing, he's not even fit.
I don't know why he's not playing. He can play 60, 70 minutes at the best of times. So, I thought, playing for the rest of the season and getting a bit more fitness in, But he's gone by the way. It just, I don't know, I like to be a little fly on the wall sometimes to find out what's going on with this lot. I really do. But your guess is good as mine. We'll have to get this season out of the way, see what happens in the summer with transfers, etc. See who's going to be our manager. Still no news on that. I've got a feeling it's going to be Scotty Parker. I've got a feeling it's going to be Scott Parker as manager for next season, which is, going from one serial winner to a manager who's got his team, who's gone down. So work that one
serial winner to a serial loser. Suits the club perfectly. Simon.
So could be going from Mourinho to Scott Parker. Might be wrong, but there's a possibility it could be Scott Parker because I can't really think of anybody else, any other yes men, because Scott Parker would be a yes man, another puppet for Levy. So another one, for Parker to wipe, Levy's tush and all that. So Dave, I'm beginning to get, that stage where, enough is enough.
Another question for you, Simon, as well, is, what do you make of Eric Dyer's comments? He's promised us for the next 3 games, the team's going to give it their all. He's promised now. So what do you think?
Dyer can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Seriously, he could just do one. About Eric Dyer, who does he think he is? I've seen better centre halves playing on the Hackney Marshes.
But Simon, he loves the club. He wants his ashes scattered at the stadium.
Really? Yeah. Well, good for him. That ain't going to be happening, is it? He loves the club. I love the club, but I'm not having my ashes scattered at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think that the groundsman would allow him to scatter his ashes at the park. He'd be very upset, the way to keep that pitch. When
no. Let him go to Roma. If Mourinho wants him at Roma, take him. I don't want to see I don't want to see Eric Dyer at Tottenham next season. with quite a few others. I want to see him gone, moon boots, or whatever you want to call it. He has to
Yeah,
go.
moon boots is exactly what we call him.
Exactly enough now. To get this Joachim Anderson in, plus another, play alongside him, decent right back, somebody to play alongside Holberg, creative midfielder, somebody who can play perhaps down the right, a backup for Kane, or maybe a possibility of a replacement for Kane. Depends what happens with him. And let's crack on with next season with a good, very good manager who plays the Spurs way next season and beyond. So
100%, I agree. We have to get rid of Moon Boots. We have to get rid of Harry Wanks. We have to get rid of Musa Soul Train. You know, they all have to go out the door. They all have to go out the door. I do believe we actually have expressions in the chat. Big yourself up expressions.
Good.
Look, Simon, are you confident going into today's game?
Pretty confident. Pretty confident. Yeah, I can't see it being I got my result completely wrong last week at Leeds. Well, I did say 3-1, but it went 3-1 to Leeds, didn't it? So I've got a feeling it could be a score draw, maybe 2-2. I've got a feeling it will be a draw.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it'll be 2-2. So I'm worried about that Traore bombing down the wing. They got that Neto, who's a very good player, who I wouldn't mind seeing play for Spurs. They got that Moutinho in midfield, is a good player. They got a very good goalkeeper. I rate Wolves' goalkeeper very highly. So they will call. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 2-2 scoreline.
Yeah. Well, look, it's definitely a game for all them women to tune in, Simon. When you have Traore running down the ring, oh baby, the women are going to enjoy that, my man.
He's like a brick house, isn't he? Coming at you. You don't want him. You don't want to be marking him, do you? You don't want to be him running at you, do you? It's all right. Away you go.
100%. But look, Simon.
All right,
we are going to end off here. You've been absolutely brilliant, man. You know I love chatting to you. But
Thanks,
come here. Give me your biggest scenic out before I let you go and your score prediction.
Right. Okay. Well, the scoreline will be 2-2 and Enoch out.
That's what I'm talking about. Big up, Simon. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you tuning in, my man. But look, we are going to end it off there. Before I do, lads, I'm going to give everyone the team news one more time. We have Hugo Lloris as captain in goals. We have Jaffet, Ledley, King, Tanganga at right back. We have Toby Alderweireld and Moon Boots at centre back. We have Reguilon at left back. We have the Viking and the Celso in the middle. We have Dele Marley, Gareth Wales, Young Min's son, and the best number 10 in world football, Harry Kane, King of the Lane, playing up top. So look, there you have it. We have no End on Burgers or no Lucas Moore in the starting lineup. So guys, let us know what you think of that. I want to say a massive thank you to you, the Harris Army out there, and the We Are Tottenham TV Army for tuning in. You're absolute legends. These shows wouldn't happen without you. I want to say a massive thank you to Ben and Sim and the backroom team for putting this together and getting this show going. Look, I know we had a bit of adversity through it, but it's going to be like today's game. We start off strong. You know, we start off looking good, feeling good. And then, they might score. That's the adversity. And we come back stronger like we did, back stronger on the show again. I also want to say a massive thank you to all you super chatters for getting in and showing your support to the two boys. They fully deserve it. Make sure you have smashed the like on the stream and subscribe on the channel. If you want to, make sure you grab a channel membership as well for the post-match show after the watch along with the boys. But look, I've been the Irish Hotspur. It's been a great show. Make sure you get over. If you have enjoyed what I've been saying on all these pre-match bump-ups, make sure you get over, check out the Irish Hotspur, and why not smash and subscribe on the channel as well. You won't regret it. If you're new and you're only tuning into the We Are Tottenham TV, make sure you smash and subscribe on their channel again. Look, myself, my score prediction, I'm going to go Tottenham 2-0. Again, I'm being suckered into it. I'll probably be ranting and raving like a lunatic after the game if it doesn't happen, but that's what I'm going with. Look, it's been fantastic. Big up the Harris Army. Big up the We Are Tottenham TV Army. And we'll see you again for the next one. Come on, you Spurs. Enoch out.